Older women are too hard to deal with. I talk to women every day. And when I talk to professional women over 35, you get a laundry list of requirements. And it's like, I've actually taken to the point to where I record some women and I play it back in the session. And I'm like, listen to how you sound. And like, oh, I didn't know I sounded like that. I'm like, that's how you go into the dating market, with your fists up, ready to tell a man he ain't crap. So if that's the case, ladies, what are you expecting from men? So I'm going to go over to Facebook and I'm going to read some of these comments. And we're going to open it up. I'm going to bring in some people from, I'm going to bring in some folks from Instagram to talk. And then I'm going to also bring in some folks from Facebook. Why am I bringing in people from Facebook? Because whether you guys like it or not, Generation X women are part of the conversation too. Generation X women are part of the conversation too. And it is my personal opinion that a lot of Generation X women are messing up the conversation because they come to it in such a hostile way. And the thing is, ladies, we don't care. If you're over 35 in particular, if you're over 40, it don't matter why. Well, the reason I am so and so and so and so, it doesn't matter to men. It doesn't matter to men why you're that way. All that matters to men is that's what it is. That's what it matters to men. It's like, well, damn, well, like y'all got to understand where we come from. No, we don't. Men don't have to understand where you come from. Men don't have to understand any of that stuff. Men are trying to get what they want out of life. And it's high time for women to start understanding that that's what it's going to be. And if you want to deal with a man, you're going to have to become easier. Easier. Not harder, easier. And the women who are hard to deal with will remain alone. Here's the question I ask. Gentlemen, please don't comment or respond. Speak your mind without insult. From your position, what do you believe I get wrong? This is actually a good faith question. I ask is, what do you think I get wrong? Or believe I get wrong? And more than anything else, the response was, who are you to say what you say? How dare you? All right, here's what I'm going to ask. There are over 2,100 comments. See, here's somebody says, while there seems to be good intention with many messages, the presentation is distorted. First off, let's get one thing understood. I find it rich that so many women today now care about numbers. Facebook, let me tell you in particular, I find it funny that now women want to get into well, you only talk about one issue. You only talk about a high value, or you only do this. You don't talk about everything. You don't talk about spirituality. What in the French toast do you think one person is supposed to do all of that? Name me one place. I'm not a one-stop shop. And when you do that, what you're basically saying, and I want you to understand, this is what they want you to do. They want one man to come in and talk about something from soup to nuts. You know why they want you to do that? Because it keeps you mired down in the details. At the end of the day, ladies, you're by yourself. You're only getting older and less agreeable. Spinster or crone. Well, you distort the numbers. 2 + 2 is 4. Well, you don't talk about, you don't require anybody else to do any of that stuff, but then you want me to come and talk about the effects of institutional this and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And then when I do talk about it, well, who are you? You're not educated. But the funniest thing, gentlemen, I want you to understand where the next attack is going to come. They're going to start talking about numbers in earnest. Well, you always go over these stats. You always go over these numbers. Well, actually, the number you said was this, and it's really not this. It's bad, but it's that. My response is, why the French toast do you care about numbers now? When you were talking about black men are in jail down low, or what, a third of black men are incarcerated, you didn't care where the numbers came from then. When you were making all these talking points about men, you didn't question the numbers. You didn't ask who coordinated the numbers. You took whatever it was and ran with it. This is people questioning blackdemographics.com. Well, it's really not 70%, it's more like 50%. 50 or 70. The point of the matter is that it exists anyway. You're out of order. Because ladies, you can be right, but you're losing. I want you to think about when I talk to women on the show, I get women who are older. When do you typically see me dealing with older women and they're happy? Y'all are some miserable, to the point now to where even women who talk to women, because that was the next post I put out there. I'm like, all right, but see, I can handle it. I can handle it. I said, all right, it has and continues to be well and publicly documented that anyone, male or female, who tells women the truth will get attacked by women. Yeah, anybody who tells women the truth, male or female, immediately you're going to get attacked. And it doesn't matter how polite you try to be with it, you're going to get attacked. I could start naming names, but you all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to A Free. Hit the button. Yeah, man. Hit that super chat over on YouTube, man. Let's get it up. I'm going to bring in Facebook in just a minute because I do want to talk to some women from Facebook. And I asked the question. This has been shown to be accurate, irrespective of the tone or intent. Honest question, ladies. Then who can tell women anything? If a man can't tell you nothing, if a woman can't tell you nothing, who can say something? Who's qualified? And then conversely, why is it acceptable for women to openly every day criticize and critique men? Y'all bash men. And then you got nerve to say something about somebody's tone. And that's what all this came down to. It's like, well, wait a minute. Now you're upset that men have a voice, or men are just speaking their opinions. Now you're talking about the tone and this and that. Now you want folks canceled, but you don't want women canceled. And even when somebody asks you, what are we getting wrong? How we could be better? What are solutions? What I do not see from older women is any solutions. All I see is a bunch of complaints. That's what I see from older women. Women over 40 are littered with complaints. And I'll be honest, ladies, if this isn't you, kudos. But understand, this is what men are saying. That they're avoiding women of a certain age because it's over before it starts. These unrealistic expectations. I'm 40 with 4 kids, but I'm not gonna settle. No need to go out there. So here's your opportunity, ladies. How is an older woman or a woman over 30, a woman over 35, how are you gonna make it easier? And see, anytime that you hear women say real men, understand, gentlemen, anytime women start saying, here's my suggestion, gentlemen, and I'll be honest. You have to start identifying when women are trying to draw you into an emotional exchange because it's attention. Attention and lifestyle are addictive to women. You know, it has been well documented by people before me that attention is everything to women. Attention. But I think that there is something, not as much as attention, but right up here, attention and lifestyle. And men don't really factor anywhere into this. It is how women view other women. Women are having their own competitions amongst each other, or attention and lifestyle, clout. Attention and lifestyle or clout. And the thing is, as an older woman, over 35, how are you going to be easier to deal with?